Friday, everybody. Bitcoin futures are hovering around resistance here. So you can see a lot of resistance to these three standard deviation, 102K, 103K, and then 104K. This is some resistance here. So we could get a little bit of dip here to neutral zone, which is around 101K, or even to back test the breakout at 100K. So that's possible. So let's look at that from daily perspective. We'll start with Bitcoin today. So you can see here Bitcoin's chart. You can see here massive candle here. All right, so I was telling everybody this is a flag pattern and a breakout, and the target is achieved. You can see if I draw a trend line, this is a flag pole to the top of this flag, and if I move this perfectly, Bitcoin, let me show you again. Let me move this. You can see perfect target achieved to the dot of 104K. Okay, so this is what I was sharing with you. You can see I shared a lot of short videos, and you can see this is perfectly achieved and very nicely made move here. Okay, now we can consolidate here a bit. Okay, so you can see the reason is this is near previous all-time high. If I draw some resistance here, you can see from here to here there's some resistance area here. All right, so it's not going to be like a right away breakthrough here. So we could expect some consolidation like what we got here. We got here once, went down, got here twice, we went down, and we're coming here third time. So look for some consolidation and for these moving averages to catch up. So some of the consolidation, and then before it can break out again. Okay, inversely, Bitcoin can try to come back little lower to backtest this breakout and then go higher again. Both of these are possible, and we will see which way it plays out. One thing to note on BTC futures, this is BTC futures. You can see there is a gap here. So if I go to 1 hour chart, I can show you, you can see this is slightly gap here. So worst case, I'm not saying this is going to happen. Bitcoin can come all the way down to backtest this, fill this gap. Even worse, it can come to 91K and then go higher. All right. Eventually, it's going to go higher, but just keep that in mind. Have some cash on the sideline in case you see one of these scenarios playing out. All right. Just wanted to share this with you. Okay, and then Ethereum. Ethereum is, you can see when it break out of multiple weeks of consolidation below these yellow line, and then when it breaks out just continuously like couple of days, massive moves happening here. In front of resistance, this blue line is 200 SMA. So again, expect some consolidation, and you can see from here as well on the previous side, lot of resistance coming here. All right, so again, same story with Bitcoin, and Ethereum is going to consolidate here. So you can draw a path here, some consolidation here, and wait for a few days and then go higher, or we could come back to, let me get rid of this, or we can come back and backtest this breakout and then go higher. All right, so just keep that in mind. From Ethereum futures, Ethereum gap perspective, just keep that in mind. The gap is all the way down to 1700. Doesn't need to come all the way down, but that's quite possible. And on the top side, there are all these gaps on the top side as well. So it can go to 2600, 3300, 3400, 39, 37. So just be aware of these before you trade. Okay, guys, if you're only for crypto, I'm going to move to other indices. Please hit the like button if you are moving out. All right. This is live futures. We are in the neutral zone. Yesterday we came to sell zone, perfect short entry from there, and now we went to neutral zone. You can see same thing on Nasdaq, very nicely touching that sell zone couple of times, 3 times, and then again short there. Now where we are now going again towards these resistance areas. All right, so about 2340. So we are already up 0.42% on Nasdaq. Looking for another pump of maybe let's say 6.6%. And that would be a good area to take profits if you're long. That would be up to you if you want to hold it. I think eventually we're going to go higher, but now we're reaching some, I'll show you on a daily chart that we might be coming towards some resistances. This is also S&P 500, again above 750, 730. Look to get your holdings out. All right, and this is Dow Jones, same story here, and this is SL 2000 already near resistance. Now let's look at other charts. Please hit the like button, guys. Takes 1 second to hit the thumbs up button. Appreciate that. This is point of control chart on MES. You can look at the left side, looking for these white lines here. If I zoom in, you can see maybe better. Um, Here you can see. I just want to zoom out. So, okay, anyhow. So this is 5882, and then there are two resistance 5740, 5748. So again, 5800 is possible, and one of the reasons it is possible, I will show you on a daily chart. There are some gaps which are not filled on SPX. You can see this is SPX chart, S&P 500 cycle analysis, and you can see this gap 5830, and on SPY that gap is here around 581. All right, now in order to reach that gap, we do need to go through this 200 SMA. I don't know if we're going to do that in today's session, because that would be around 2.79. That's, I don't think one session is enough. So we'll wait and see. Whenever they close above this blue line, that's going to be an explosive breakout. So we are struggling to close but S&P 500 got a 9 count sell signal now again. Indecision yesterday, indecision day before yesterday. So very lot of indecisions. Let's see if we can finally get a breakout. It's market is playing tricks between bears and bulls, trying to trick both of them. We'll see which way it ends up. We don't know. Again, there are two scenarios. Just keep that in mind. This big gap here is there. It will fill. We don't know when. Just keep that in mind. Okay. So again, worst case, it could come all the way down and then go higher. And best case means it's already pullback is already happened. And this was it. And now we're going higher to fill some of these other top gaps. All right. In terms of NDX, NASDAQ, gap is right over here around 2548. All right. And on triple Qs, that gap is around here, 500.86. So that gap from where we closed yesterday, looking for around 2.54% higher. That's possible on NASDAQ, but S&P 500, I don't know. So we'll see. Again, big gap here. We don't know when that's going to fill to. Dow Jones here. Again, gap over there, 420. And then Russell 2000, IWM ETF. There are no gaps. Actually, one gap is already at previous all-time high right over there. So we'll see which scenario plays out. In terms of stocks, NVDA, again, the good news about NVIDIA, it closed above 200 EMA. The next target will be this 200 SMA. Okay, so we'll see. There's also a gap right here which is not filled. So my first target will be that gap fill. So I'm holding NVIDIA. I told these to my subscribers and waiting for this to fill, and then I will be exiting here. Obviously, it can go a lot higher, but that's enough for profits. So we'll see how things go. Again, let's look at Tesla here. Same thing here, trying to lot of flag. I think it's a flag. Eventually, it's going to break out. So the target of this move, it will be from top to bottom. This flag, whenever it breaks out, maybe waiting for some news. It's going to go above 340. At least at minimum, fill this gap around 329. So on Tesla, if you want to see percentage wise, from where we closed yesterday to that gap fill is around 15%. So there could be some news coming, guys, where this is going to just freaking go blast, boom, and fill those gaps. So just keep that in mind. Apple, I took profits yesterday. I told my subscribers this looks like trying to go a recovery phase. A lot depends on Apple. This is high, low, and it really needs to go higher now. So this low is higher than this low. Sorry. So Apple is trying to. This is a higher low, trying to recover and go higher. All right. This is what they're trying. There's a dividend here coming on Monday as well. Interesting. Okay. Netflix is, well, nothing to talk here. Google is another stock. Let's see. This gap is not filled around 153. So if they want to come back, that could be a good entry. Facebook, again, above all moving averages, developing a nice bull trend. So it's getting ready for a powerful rally. Amazon also looking all right, below 200 moving average. A lot of gaps to go post. Microsoft trying for new all-time high. No gaps up, only gaps down. Eventually, at some point, that will fill, but who knows when. CrowdStrike, little weaker. Not sure what's going on here. Something with US props, DOJ, that's not good. So we'll see where, worst case, there's a gap here. ServiceNow was a bit weaker as well a couple of days ago, just flagging here. AVGO up 1.18%. Interesting. It wants to break out. Looks like it wants to go fill this 230, 240 gap. So that will be so where it closed, a pump of 11% and 17% looks like. We'll see when it happens. Bond market is pretty weak. Looking for this gap fill 113. TLT is again multiple gaps here. Looks like they want to fill that. Oil finally picking up. Made a double bottom, looks like. Let's see if it can keep going higher, but there's a big resistance coming soon. Natural gas breaking out of all moving averages. Looks like it wants to go way higher. Gold after a lower high. Let's see if it can hold above this previous low, 32.10. If that doesn't hold, then it's going to come all the way down to 2700. So I think oil is due for a big pullback. We'll see when that happens. Silver also just gonna follow. Silver and copper gonna follow gold. Sugar finally going higher. I told you this is the area I will be looking to buy, and it's a nice area. Now it's eventually trying to go higher. Wheat also above all, over this trend line, still holding. Corn above this blue line, looking nice. Dollar index in the resistance area right here, right now. Okay, so if dollar breaks down, then gold will go higher. If gold goes up, then gold will go lower. We'll see, wait and watch. Shopify had an earnings release yesterday, now up 0.74%. Recovered nicely. Actually, it was green at one point. So even after bad earnings, people like what they see. So it looks like they want to go for these other gap fills. UNH, I'm keeping an eye. I don't know where the bottom is, guys, to be honest. It just keeps dumping these people. So we'll see. I don't know. The reversal looks likely at some point, but who knows where the bottom is. If I look at 1 month chart, there is this support here around 305. So that could be, if they really want to dump from here to 305, around 22% more down. It's bad, but there's also some support here on 362. But this is major support on monthly, and on weekly chart, it's below this support level. Now there are some support here, 358, then 303. So you can see this is a nice area of support here around 300s, but let's see who. Also, I'm not even getting any buy signal, 878 count signal from indicator. So we'll see where it goes. CNQ had a nice earnings yesterday, nice breakout. You can see nice candle here above all moving averages. Looks like it's trying a new bull trend. So nice moves here on CNQ. And CTC had earnings yesterday. Nice breakout here as well. Canadian Tire, Air Canada had a nice earning. We'll see what market does after market opens. Made a new low here around $12. So very, very interesting moves here. Okay, guys, that's it for today. If there are any particular stocks you want me to review, put a comment. Wix looks like it wants to fill this gap around 21, and then if that breaks, more gaps to follow, and we'll keep an eye on everything. And guys, if you want to know more about these buy sell zones and the stocks I'm buying and trading, the zones, for example, here, NVDA, when I'm trying to take exit, like here 120.4, already have my sell order here. Apple looks like it still has room to go higher. So just keep that in mind. Apple can go to till 201. So a lot of interesting ideas I can share with you. And CrowdStrike, let's see where it is. Is this in a buy zone? Yeah, it is in a buy zone. So I could be looking to buy CrowdStrike this morning. Okay, guys, take care and have a good weekend. And I will talk to you later. And if you're interested in this, there's a link in the description. Click on the join button of this video you see on the bottom left. And there will be a link, and you can join my Discord channel, and I can move you to members only section where I share these levels with my subscriber. Okay, bye.